Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. There's a very popular chart analyst who says XRP's new, fresh, all-time high will be here, and it's all going to happen within a matter of weeks. There's so much to talk about here. Like, I'm going to share with you a few charts because we are seeing the first instances of specific cryptocurrencies just going parabolic on the charts. We're talking about this is the creation of a bubble for the entire asset class, but you can see specific bubbles forming very clearly if you have eyeballs. You can see this on individual cryptocurrency charts, and I'm going to show you a few examples. And also, I have to acknowledge this. Here's a headline from you today. DOGECOIN tops XRP as its market cap swells to $72 billion. Yes, indeed. Dogecoin has taken XRP's position in market cap because reasons. I got to tell you, to me, this is a strong indication that the end of days is upon us. I am, at this point, as a result of seeing this transpire, I am confident that since Doge has overtaken XRP in terms of market cap, that we are about to witness and live through the rapture. It will be here very shortly, I assure you. This is clear. There's never been such a clear sign. This is exactly what you got to be watching for. But look, before we go any further, I do want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast in the world of crypto, making YouTube videos as a super duper fun hobby about XRP and Ripple and crypto. And I'm probably going to just convert the channel to a Dogecoin channel because apparently that's all that humans on the planet care about now. Of course, until humans expire, because the rapture is about to take place here, right? What the hell? It's hilarious. You gotta love it, though. So I'm going to talk about this. Now, mind you, as I record this, XRP is at $1.48. And if you're new in it, that sounds bad to you, or it's been trading sideways for a while. Just for some perspective, I wish that you were here like a year ago. You know, if you go back to like let's go back 12 months ago. 12 months ago, the price of XRP was about 21 cents. So quit your bitching, okay? It's looking pretty good right about now, but you got to understand, nothing initially goes up in a straight line forever. Eventually, there will be a top, and then everything crashes. But even before that, there will be tremendous rises and pullbacks along the way to the top, as I'm going to illustrate is the case certainly for Dogecoin. That's going to be a fun chart to look at. You got Bitcoin out $54,788 market cap for the asset class, a hair over 2.3 trillion, and oh yes, Bitcoin dominance down to 44.48%. I do not mind seeing that. That's a fun 30-day trend. And mind you, it's not like Bitcoin's crashy. It's mostly been consolidating. But we are seeing strong instances of coins popping off. Like, alt season is here. And so, as much as I was joking about like the end of days, like this is the beginning of the end in terms of like the fun part of the market cycle. And that doesn't mean necessarily it's going to be over in like a month or two or three from now. I don't know when it's going to end. I'm just saying, like, this is like the first, these instances, these are like the first things you want to watch for. Individual altcoins popping off. This is how it has happened in the past. This is how I said it would unfold now with a reasonably high level of confidence. And it's pretty well as expected now. You just don't know the order in which specific cryptocurrencies are going to pop off. Take a look at this. You guys want to see a parabolic chart? I mean, damn, guys, like, here's Ethereum. I hold Ethereum. I am not sad about this. You know, within the last 24 hours, it was at, it hit its all-time high, $3,532. Guys, I mean, look at this. This thing is a rocket ship. It's just intense, you know? And so right around what I'm showing, it's the all-time chart. This is the formation that we're looking at, and I'm going to be honest with you, because look, I hold a bunch of different cryptocurrencies. Ethereum is one of them. I'm not my exit plan. It's not as solid as some others, but I question the degree to which some others are going to be able to pull theirs off. Because if your target's based on price, what if we don't hit that price? If your target's based on timeline, what if the cycle ends before your timeline expires? Like, so to me, I personally, like, for me, that doesn't make sense. Instead, I'm counting on market structure to play out again, just like I did last time. So I'm looking for formations. Now, that's what I'm seeing here. This is the formation of a bubble. I feel highly confident, but I don't know where the top's going to be. Just because I know to look for this, and I know that the thing's going parabolic, and I know it has nothing to do with fundamentals. I know it has to do with a way too excited market, which is what you're seeing here. I don't know where the top's going to be. What if it does top out at $10,000 or $20,000? Because even Doge, when it was getting up to like 7 or 8 cents, there were all sorts of people that were warning, this thing's not going to end well. Because that was its recent all-time high a couple months ago, like 8 cents. That was insane. And mind you, as I record this, here, I'll just pull up Doge now. It ran up to, it had its new all-time high like a half hour ago. It hit 68 cents or something like that. So as I'm recording this, it is 12:35 a.m. on May 5th. And so... what time was it? Yeah, this probably was just like a little bit over a half hour ago. And by the way, I'm in the Midwest of the United States, so that's Central Standard Time at 12:35 a.m. here. But look at this freaking chart. This is the all-time chart for Doge. And mind you, it's the last market cycle. What did it get up to? Like, let's take a look here. Like, almost 2 cents. And so when it recently ran up to here, let's see when this was. About halfway through December, it ran up to about 7 cents, somewhere around there. It may have gone a little higher, may have wicked higher, whatever. It then started retracing a bit, but we didn't know for sure if that would be the end. Would that be the end of the rocket for Doge? That's way, way, way above its previous all-time high, but look at this. It just is kept rocketing. And so this is the tricky thing about it. This is going to happen for XRP. I firmly believe. So you're going to need to watch. It's going to happen for every large and mid-cap coin. And I just... you don't know what it feels like until you get there, guys, but I went through one of these cycles already. I've been here since November 2017, which was a crazy time to jump into all of this. I held 17 cryptocurrencies. Every single one of them popped off. And so, but they pop off to different degrees. And so even though the chart formations from coin to coin, they're going to ultimately look more or less the same, you still don't know when's the best time to sell. And so that's why I've been saying for the longest damn time, for me anyway, it's not about timing the market specifically. It's when I see it, something like this take off, it's like selling along the way. Just like I dollar cost averaged in for multiple years into XRP specifically, I'm going to be exiting, but I'm going to have to do it much faster because these parabolic, moves up, they don't last as long as the bear market, right? These shifts they're going to be much shorter periods of time. You can think of like XRP went last market cycle, it ran from 20-something cents almost $4 in about 2.5 weeks. So you have a limited amount of time here, and you're not going to be able to time the top. So to me, it looks like, and this is not financial advice, I'm just saying, like, in general, I feel like if I want to be able to realize profit, it's going to have to be messy. And what I mean by that is I can't worry about selling the top. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic. There's no way I can do that. You can't either. I don't think anybody can just magically do that. I really don't. I don't care how awesome of a chart analyst you are. You're not going to nail that. It's just not happening. So I'll sell along the way to the top, and then the question is, though, is it going to keep rocketing once I sell my final bit of whatever cryptocurrency it is I'm going to sell? Maybe. But I decided I'm going to be making peace with that. Like here's Ethereum Classic. I hold Ethereum Classic too. Look at this chart if you can. This is parabolic action. This is way above its previous all-time high. It's at over $80 as I record this. Its previous all-time high, I want to say, was like 52 or 53 bucks, somewhere around there. And so you got to say, like, okay, well, this is the type of chart formation I've been warning about. I can now visually show it to you. It's happening right now. Does that mean that I sell every bit of my position in Ethereum Classic? I don't freaking know. I'm not pretending to know that. It does make me think maybe I should sell at least some of it or a portion of it. I'm gonna figure that out for myself. I'm happy to talk about these things here, but I don't know. Like, what if this is like, because mind you, this would be like if this is the top of Ethereum Classic. I'm not saying it is. But if it were, this would be like, comparatively from previous high to this high, that would be something like, because XRP was around $4. Just imagine if XRP goes to $6, then we're like, yeah, well, I'm just going to sell everything there. Like, that's what it looks like. So it's hard to figure these things out. Am I going to sell all my XRP at $6? No. That's a hard pass on that. Doesn't mean I wouldn't sell some at that point, but I don't suspect that's what I do. But this is what we're looking at. And so another thing to be aware of, and actually the blockchain backer was talking about in his most recent video, it's something that I've been talking about too for years. This market, it rotates prices. Or it rotates coins that get pumped. That's a better way to word it. So you can see right now we've got a few coins like leading the charge. You've got DOGECOIN, which really kicked it off. You've got Ethereum, and you've got Ethereum Classic. these are parabolic chart formations. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're not gonna that they're at their tops. I'm not claiming that. I don't know. Some are going to run up higher than others, even though they'll be effectively pretty much the same chart formations. They're going to look pretty much the same, but some are going to run way higher than others. And the interesting thing is, some of them are going to do this substantially, before, maybe even a month or 2 or 3 before, who knows, before the markets like as a whole hits its peak and pops. And so there will be some where you don't know for sure that it already has run its course, and the blockchain backer is talking about this in his most recent video. And there will be some that, after the bubble pops for the entire market, some will then rally, some individual coins will rally after that, which is what happened with XRP, in fact. And so since you don't know, like for me, that's why I'm just going to have to sell a bunch of all of these coins along the way and totally make peace with whatever the hell happens, because I'm not going to know, but I want to realize some gains, and some of something is better than nothing of a potentially big number. Like... I'm just going to try and get whatever I can out of this. And so then I did tweet this out early because I'm poking a little fun. Now, mind you, I'm not a maximalist of any coin, but when it comes to Dogecoin, like it's literally a joke, right? So I was having a little fun. Like, I couldn't do anything but laugh. Like, I don't care that it overtook XRP's market cap. Like, this is the craziness that I was expecting. It means nothing, right? That this has actually happened. But I tweeted this out because I was just having a little fun with the whole thing. I wrote, Dogecoin just took XRP's number 4 market cap position. This is definitely based on very strong Dogecoin fundamentals. Here's a list of everything you can do with Doge. That's it. That's the whole tweet. And there was not a subsequent tweet. So here's the whole list. Nothing. I'm just having a little bit of fun here. But it is a joke coin. Like, it wasn't intended to do anything. In fact, here's a tweet from chart analyst Leb Crypto. Here's a tweet from chart analyst Leb Crypto. Here it's, yeah, gotta hate Doge, but it's a classic textbook example of the markets. Price action is moved by FOMO, fear and greed, much more than fundamentals. The chart looks very bullish, and that's enough for me to know that it was going to pump. New TikTokers and celebrities buying in. Yeah, and see, that makes sense to me too, and I've been saying this for the longest damn time. Fundamentals in this market, it's clear that they mean almost entirely nothing. And so for me, yes, I care about fundamentals. I do, and for the long-term viability of the asset class, they are crucial. And that's why for so many years I've also said utility matters and will win the day. Yeah, it will ultimately, but it's not going to be during this damn market cycle. All right, so like that is not happening. All right, nobody cares about the usefulness of your damn cryptocurrency, as evidenced by Dogecoin, as evidenced by Ethereum Classic, which might be the worst cryptocurrency on the entire planet. How many times has it been 51% attacked? It's like, it makes me question. It's like, maybe I'd prefer BitConnect. I'm kidding. But man, it's pretty bad here. Here's another popular chart analyst, Josh Rager, up to 157,000 followers now, and he wrote the following. I don't own any Doge, but I'm really rooting for you guys. I hope the price pumps really hard. That way, I get a better entry for my short before price retraces 90%. And so look, this is an opportunity for a friendly reminder, and I firmly believe this will be the case. Each individual coin will at some point hit its top. Some of them will hit their top before this market, the market as a whole hits its top. Some will hit after the market as a whole hits its top. But all of them are going to crash like a mofo. Like these MFN bitches are going to crash like 70, 80, 90+%. All of them. The market is going to tank. But not before people have been euphoric and had their fun and just pretending like it's never going to end. Like some of these people that are going to come in towards the tail end, bless them, and they're going to be wrecked. They just, if you don't know what you're doing, but look, personal responsibility is a thing here. You know, I've been in the space for 3.5 years. This is none of this is without risk. Everything here, investing in XRP, it doesn't matter how confident I am about my positions, and I am confident. I can be wrong, and I could lose everything. Like, all of this is very risky here. But I feel extremely confident we are going to see these retracements, and so that's why for me, I'm going to sell along the way, not worry about hitting the top, not beat myself up over that, and then be happy with whatever I end up with, which will be substantially more than what I started with if I don't completely screw this up. And then I'm going to do it again. We'll be in a bear market. I'll still be running this Moon Lambo channel. It'll still continue to be the best channel on all of the YouTubes. That's a scientific fact. And then we can hang out together while everybody else is not paying attention, and just accumulate if that's what we want to do. Because most people, they're going to be out. So I'm expecting the money's going to dry up. There are going to be way fewer views on my channel and every crypto-related channel, which is what happened after the end of last market cycle too. And it's a shame, because that is the most important time to pay attention. When people are too scared to buy, when the prices are at their lowest, that is the greatest time for opportunity. Not right now. Now, this is the greatest time if you've planned in the past to realize that opportunity. But it's not the best time to set positions. Now, look, to be clear, I'm not saying that people that set positions today won't make substantial returns. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the best time to do it would have been in the bear market. And in the future, after we have another retracement, that will again be the best time to do it. And so I'm going to do it. I'll be sharing with you what I do. XRP is, I'm sure, going to be another substantial piece of this. I mean, XRP is my biggest position. And technologically, it's superior to the vast amount of other cryptos out there. And so it does depend on your use case too. Like, no crypto is going to be all things to all people or businesses. But XRP is amazing. It's just blazing fast, practically free to transact, almost no energy to transact. It truly is technologically superior to Bitcoin and so many others in so many ways. And so I'll always appreciate it. But there's going to be additional opportunity as well, and that's why. And who knows? Maybe I'll talk even more about other coins during the next market cycle. But I think there's even after this market cycle, my gosh, whatever impressive levels XRP hits, like it's going to be nothing the following markets. Like each subsequent market cycle, the dollar amount, it's just going to get higher. I believe anyway. You know, unless we get to a point where utility does matter sufficiently, and there isn't sufficient utility, stuff like that will happen. But as long as XRP continues to be functionally useful, yeah, it's just going to have long-term viability, I believe. So here's a tweet from High Altitude Investing, who for the time has renamed himself High Altitude Doge, because why the hell not? But anyway, he put this tweet out just several hours ago. He wrote, XRP going straight for new all-time highs any week now. And so it is exciting to think that. Like, we're on the cusp of this. I don't know if it'll literally be within weeks. He seems to be highly confident that it's more so weeks rather than months. I would love for it to be months, though. I want this bull market to drag out as long as possible. Especially for a very personal reason for me, personally beneficial for me. I last purchased XRP in the beginning part of October last year, and if I hold it for at least a year, then I get long-term capital gains tax rate. Would really like to make it to October. I'm not so sure that's going to happen at this point. Like, this market is going bonkers here. So we shall see. And then there was a tweet from Credible Crypto, chart analyst Credible Crypto, and he wrote about XRP the following. So we rejected off the area of resistance where I took some profits, but have now found support just below. Really could go either way here depending on if we break green or red first. I can see arguments for both, and this is the chart in case you want to see. This is the chart that he shared right here. So uncertainty is afoot, right? And somebody named Barry decided to be a little bit I don't know, maybe snippy is the wrong word here, but just you can imagine Barry, based on what I'm about to read to you, he must have been reading that tweet from Credible Crypto and rolling his eyes. I did not, but here's what Barry wrote. Up, down, or stay the same. Gotcha. Okay, thanks for the sarcasm, Barry. Up, down, or stay the same. Okay, got it. And then Credible Crypto responded, sometimes it just be like that. And here's the truth of the matter. The best chart analysts out there, if they're being genuine with you, sometimes the answer is, I don't know. Sometimes there is not sufficient data to make a strong determination about what is the most probable outcome. And in those instances, I still want to hear what they have to say, just a quick update. Yeah, so here's where we're at right now. Can't really tell in the short term what's going to be happening. But to be clear, his long-term target for XRP this market cycle, it's still $20 to $30. So cool. Here's a tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber, Blockchain Backer. He simply wrote, "We are living in alt season." And then there was this one also. Ethereum Classic is $83. And then after that, all he put was laughy emoji. You gotta love it. Like, I own it. I know he's publicly stated that he owns a Ethereum Classic also. And it is ridiculous, but this just goes to show you, like, the humans are behaving like this. And so given that they're behaving just like last market cycle, if you think that XRP is not going to pop, I need to know if you have some sort of malfunction. Are you clinically insane? I don't understand because it's moving in tandem with the rest of the market. And that's why I've been saying all the things I'm saying. I'm just sharing with you my opinion. And we can all try and persuade each other in terms of what we think is like. That's not to say this is financial advice. That's not what I mean. But I firmly believe what it is that I'm saying here, which is that it's going to pump up substantially high, and then there's going to be an earth-shattering correction, and XRP, like every other crypto, is just going to tank. And I'm not going to freak out over any of this. None of it. I'm going to enjoy it. Even the crashy part, because I will start buying again at some point when it's sufficiently crashed. Once XRP gets down like 70+% from it, whatever it's a high this cycle ends up being, and I don't know what that'll be. Once that happens, that's anywhere around there is probably where I'm going to start dollar cost averaging again. It'll probably keep tanking 80-90% lower. That's fine. I won't care. Once we can, it seems even more clear that the bottom's in, I'll probably just put even more money in at that point once it looks like that. But again, this is never going to be a non-messy situation. It's definitely always going to be a bit messy. So, look, this is and don't get down about that. Like, market cycles are just a thing. I'm excited about all of this. I hope that's coming across properly, even though some of this video and in some recent videos I've been talking about just warning about crashy stuff. It's just part of the cycle. It's part of reality. Let's acknowledge it. Embrace it. There's still opportunity. And I still believe over the span of the next decade, even after this cycle completes and we're in the bear market again, I still believe that the crypto asset class will present the opportunity for greatest returns compared to any other asset class on the planet. And I think it's dangerous to ignore that. So I will be here paying attention, continuing to invest, and run this stupid little Moon Lambo channel. But I will wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.